A little while ago, I made this video about what it feels like to have ADHD from the perspective of somebody who has it, and it did pretty well. So in this video, I'm going to watch that video through and react and explain the details of ADHD as it's happening. Without further ado, let's watch it.
Okay. Really need to eat lunch. Can't believe you forgot to eat again. It's already 2:25. Oh, there's lots of things. That's really...
So there's two things happening here. The first one is I forgot to eat lunch, right? I learned this 2 days ago, but ADHD is linked to low interoceptive awareness. People with ADHD tend to have a hard time processing internal bodily signals. So things like feeling hunger or feeling thirsty, feeling like you need to go to the bathroom, which is why when you hyperfocus, it's very likely that you'll suddenly be very hungry when you stop. The second thing that's happening here is time blindness. People with ADHD don't just have problems with focus, like how you probably might see on social media all the time. People also have issues processing time, which is why people end up being really late to things if they have ADHD. So for me, how this manifests is that 5 minutes can feel like an hour, and an hour can feel like 5 minutes.
Out of sync.
I should fix that.
Lots of possibilities.
Wait, no.
All over the place.
Focus.
Okay, let's drink water. Can't do anything if you're dehydrated. So
I have inattentive ADHD, mostly inattentive. There's inattentive, combined, and hyperactive types. I went into it in a different video. But the point is, I have one main thread of ideas / thoughts, and then where I'm trying to control everything that's happening. And then in the background, there's like 5 threads of thoughts cropping up everywhere. There's like kind of mumbled things that don't really make sense. And then almost always there's a music track, a 10-second loop of something catchy, and it's not even a good song. It's just stuck in there. And that's like 50% of the time. So that's me singing in the background.
water, 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 water. Have you ever thought
Why is
about
this
it that
here?
way? I haven't really thought of this.
Is it dirty or...
I'm repeating the words water, water, water. ADHD is highly linked to low working memory. When you're doing tasks, usually people can hold several things in their immediate memory to work with, right? With ADHD, you don't really have the normal, say, 10 slots that people have. It's more like 2 or 3. So in my head, I repeat water, water, water in an attempt to help myself remember. We'll see if it's successful or not.
Clean.
What is all of it?
Okay, I'll just wash it to be
What is
safe.
the purpose of living?
Ew,
So what if...
ew.
Why
Gross,
is the sink
gross.
so dirty?
I guess I'm leaving that in the sink.
Did you know it did? No. What did you know? Why did it happen like that?
I'm so hungry.
They probably didn't like you.
Yeah, so this is just more classic distractibility. It's really just the attention is everywhere. You have almost too much tension as opposed to not enough attention. You just can't focus it.
Your hand is wet. You can't do anything if your hand is wet.
It's fun. So fun.
I just want to point out that this is an actual thing that has happened to me more than once. This isn't like a made-up situation. So yeah, as I will forget that my hand is wet.
Ew, ew,
Fun.
ew,
So
ew,
fun.
ew, ew.
That's the world is so big.
I'm so
Like an
hungry.
oyster. Like an oysters and things.
The ew, 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 what I'm trying to represent here is that people with ADHD are very sensitive to sensory stimulation. So I really hate washing dishes, for example, because of all of the feelings of the slime and the soap and the water and the hot and the cold. And I didn't even realize this was related to ADHD until I read about it. What I found helps with this is if you buy rubber gloves, it insulates you from having to touch everything. So that reduces a lot of the stimulation. And honestly, when I remember to wear the gloves, washing dishes actually doesn't bother me as a chore nearly as much as when I don't wear gloves.
Well, it's going to take a few minutes to make anything, so maybe I can just eat a quick snack.
What?
First.
Hello.
Yeah, let's do that.
Basically, I can't decide on all these competing priorities. So rather than waste more time being hungry, I'm trying to figure out a short fix to anything.
Hello.
Where are my
Hello.
snacks?
There's lots of different ways to say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
You put that there because you always forget you have snacks, remember? Right.
Wait, a lot of times because I have low working memory, if I don't see it, it doesn't exist. It's a little bit silly, but that is how it is. In order to deal with this, I've just decided that anything important has to just be seen or like one step away. I don't have boxes anywhere that aren't clear. And if they're in a cabinet somewhere, everything in my cabinets is layered so that I can see them all. Organization hack for you.
Water. Did you know you could look anything up? Google is a place to look things up. Lots of things. Back. You
Water,
could learn
water,
there.
water,
Lots of
water,
facts,
water,
words,
water.
words. Just put it
Like,
back. Words, but words don't happen to be.
Never mind. Drinking water will take 2 seconds.
Yeah, again, competing priorities, and I can't prioritize them because the whole issue with ADHD is executive dysfunction.
Water, 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 water,
Why do
water,
people wear
water.
clothes? Why do people wear clothes? Is that sort of, you know?
Why is that out there?
I just want to point out that only 40 to 60% of the time my brain is kind of like this. The rest of the time I'm in hyperfocus mode, which isn't depicted at all in this video, or I'm kind of at more baseline and what I would consider the average person probably experiences every day. I can get to that if I exercise, if I sleep enough, if I wake up and I haven't eaten. I found that food makes me more distractible, unfortunately. But that's just my personal experience. Other people experience it differently.
Why did you know that was a thing that I read last night? No, that I should move that. What you read last night? Dream. What about dreams? Dreams. Wait, no. It's not enough time. I shouldn't be doing this right now. I was in the middle of something. Fun, back in fun. It's a world of fun. Fun is
How have I still not poured water? If you don't drink water, you'll get dehydrated.
Like a lot of
Why can't you just do basic things?
Aren't you supposed to make lunch?
The sink is
Stuff
so
over
dirty.
here.
I'm
Stuff.
so
We stuff.
hungry.
Fine.
So much to do
Fine.
today.
At this part of the video, I'm depicting what it feels like stress-wise. I also have anxiety, which comes often with inattentive ADHD and ADHD in women, which sometimes saves me, interestingly enough.
Why can't you just focus?
Bye.
This always happens. How
You
did
like
so
me.
much time
You
pass
like
already?
This is where I'm starting to get really frustrated with myself because I know what I need to be doing, but I don't typically tend to talk to myself very nicely because of society expecting everyone to do things kind of the same way. So when they see somebody who is distracted or isn't really getting tasks done as fast as expected, people will immediately think, oh, that person is lazy, or that person just isn't trying very hard. That person is just incompetent. When that's not really the case, it's really just that person is having a lot of trouble focusing. They're trying like 2 times as hard to do half as much stuff. But I think the important thing, and the reason why I'm making this video, is that there are a lot of strategies to work with your brain and not against it. They just don't look very conventional, and people don't really talk about them on social media. The point is that a lot of people suffer from ADHD because they beat themselves up internally and feel like they are complete failures, when in reality it's just that the environment and the situations that they're in aren't very conducive to the way that their brains work.
Why are you
didn't
like
like
this?
you.
I have
That's
so
okay.
much to
We
do
don't really
today.
like them
Cat,
either.
focus.
Do you like them? I don't know. Do I? Who?
The point of this video was to sort of show that ADHD is a lot more complicated and affects so many aspects of someone's life, because it's like your brain is functioning completely differently. It's not really just like, oh, one section of your brain on focus isn't giving you the focus magic. It's like all the things that would create focus are also affecting a lot of other things like emotion regulation, sensitivity, all these other things. That being said, I created this channel to share more research about it and actual real learnings. If you have ADHD yourself, or you know somebody with ADHD or mental health issues, chances are you do. Please like and subscribe. It would really help me out and support this channel. Either way, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
They probably didn't like you. You're really weird.